evil, very famous, very busy. Yet he is taking his time out of his busy, famous celebrity schedule to give you a special message, to deliver you a special message that is, and it is this. You are watching the channel that is very nice and very evil. The Nation Network. Isn't that good? Yes, it's true. So, you're watching it, and guess what? If you're not watching it, there's only one solution that Danhausen has for you. Well, for himself, rather. What was it? Ah, yes. If you're not watching the Nation Network housing, you are... Wait for it. Cursed. That's right. Listen or be cursed. Watch or be cursed. Whatever you want to do. See you later. Love the Danhausen.
The hits just keep on coming. Welcome back to the Nation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vince McSham, your host, and what a day. That was the extended version, by the way, of that I generally don't have here. It's usually got the backdrop and everything on it. So, yeah, there you go. I whittled it down a little bit so it fit into a little bit of a better buffer. So, yeah, something came up for ODB's schedule. She couldn't make it today. We're going to work on setting up something else. I didn't ask any questions. I wasn't going to get personal, so I didn't know if there was something going on. Or it might just be a scheduling conflict. Not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. Hope it's not. And we'll set something up in the next week or so, hopefully, and do that interview. Because I got to tell you, I am psyched for it. I am prepared for it. I got all my notes ready to go. It's going to be a good time. And I know she is psyched about the book. I'm psyched about the book. So if I'm excited about it, I know she is. It's her story, so it's going to be fun. In the meantime, I want to make sure everybody is aware, and don't forget this Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Nation Network. We're going to have author John Crowther. He is the man behind Squared Circle Comics, and he's going to be right here. He's got a bunch of them that he's already done. I have personally picked up about 6 or 7 of them. I've read through 2 of them already. One of them is technically 3 books in one. It's just been combined into one novel, and they're all great. The one that I read that was 3 combined was Nikolai Volkov's story from start to finish in comic book format, and it is really a cool story. As much as a lot of us might think we know about Nikolai Volkov, you probably don't know as much as you'll get from reading the comic books. It's done so well. The artistry is top-notch. The books are great quality books. You can't go wrong. Well, John is currently working on a Kickstarter program, which has already done really well. There's another 8 days as of right now left on it. And that is for a 365-page book. I'm not sure if it's going to be comic book style or if it's more novel. I don't know that yet. We'll find out on Thursday. Regarding the Lifetime's career and the path to the Hall of Fame for the Bushwhackers. That's right. And there is a very strong possibility that at least one or more Bushwhackers may be in attendance on Thursday as well. So make sure you check us out. See how that's going down. And again, we're going to work on getting ODB back on the schedule, hopefully within a week or so. I told her, just let me know what your schedule is. We'll work around it. So that's the news here on the Nation Network. Now, if there's anything you guys want to discuss in the world of professional wrestling, I did catch most of Raw. I don't know. I don't feel like there was anything really newsworthy coming out of Raw. It's a little bit more of the same. All roads lead to England this Saturday at 1 p.m. I like that part. Being a holiday weekend, I'm going to take the whole Saturday. So I usually work Saturdays, and I'm going to take the whole thing off. Prime time, what's up with you, buddy? Glad to have you guys here. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to a 1 p.m. start. I'll probably actually sit through that start to finish. You know something big's going to go down. This is Triple H's first pay-per-view. A lot of people say that the Triple H era really starts on Saturday. That there was a lot of the Vince McMahon leftovers that they were trying to wrap up or, continue stories on, and that the Triple H fingerprints will start on Saturday at the pay-per-view. So I'm looking forward to it. And I haven't looked forward to a WWE pay-per-view event or premium event in a very long time. The Ministry of Darkness, how are you? Rest in peace. I'm trying to remember which entrance was Kurt Hawkins. They gave it like a wacky name now, and I can't remember what the name is. If anybody knows the Kurt Hawkins entrance name in 2K22. And by the way, this is my first time streaming on the PS5 with the PS5 edition of the game, which was like an automatic upgrade from having the PS4, but basically it kicked all my PS4 memory out. So I've got to rebuild my rosters and everything. Primetime, good question. And very possibly, because I have another guest in the works, and I'm trying to get him on this weekend because it is a holiday weekend. I think we'll have some more people to put eyes on the product, and he's got something he's pushing as well. I just don't want to tip that one off yet until I have a date and time, but I was in contact with him earlier today. You guys are going to love this guy. Hand-picked for this particular forum because it just perfectly matches what it is we do. So far, I'm actually liking the PlayStation 5. I didn't think I wouldn't. And again, you also never know sometimes how those things turn out for you. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Let's see. Pop this over here. And yeah, why is that popping out like that? Oh, I know why. Because I've made it poppable. Only problem is now doing this, it might make it too small for anyone to read. But we'll go with that. Hopefully that'll work. Just trying to get the text to fit within the parameters a little neater. There we go. All right, what's doing over here? Creature of the Night. What's that for the game? I'm actually online when there's a live stream. Magic Man, glad to have you here, buddy. FTR not being in the game is a kick in the dick. And I can't imagine the reason for it. It's not like they haven't been there longer than CM Punk. And he's in the game. There's got to be a reason. I mean, that doesn't happen. They're the hottest tag team. They have all the belts. There's no way they're not in the game unless there's an issue. What is the issue? Did they not extend contracts, maybe? I don't know when their contract comes up. But maybe Tony was kind of like, hey, show me that you're going to be here. In which case, I'd be perfectly fine with it just to have them back in the WWE because, I don't know. I'm having troubles at AEW right now. Yeah, there's also the talk that they could be the DLC. They could be adding a steel cage as DLC. There's a lot of maybes, and that's why I don't want to jump the gun right now. But I'm not happy about it. But if they tell me that he's coming later on or that they're coming later on, I'm okay with that then. I can handle that. I feel like they're being rushed to get the game out on a certain date, and that's never a good thing. I'd rather you take your time, get it right. Let us finally get a game that we pay for that works on release. Here's a novel idea, don't you think? I'm scarfing people in my prime. What does that mean exactly? I'm not familiar with the terminology. All right. In the meantime, if anyone remembers Kurt Hawkins' entrance name, since it's obviously not going to be Kurt Hawkins, let me know. Save me some time here as I'm trying to find it. Edge, Alliance, Ember. It's going to be on one of those generic type. I don't think it's any of the generic stars, though. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I'm looking for something more difficult. I'm sure it's not number one, but... Why is it changing the music when you're looking at the entrance? That's kind of odd, don't you think? Alright, Umberto, Isaiah, no, Ivar. I am not going to be doing the AEW pay-per-view. There's just nothing on it that I care about. And I do feel like they just... they're not delivering the product they were delivering 5 months ago, 7 months ago. So for me, you know, everyone's got a little tighter budget nowadays than they did before, and that includes me. So if you're going to get my money, you're going to have to be putting something on. I've got the last 3 Impact pay-per-views. A, they're a little more affordable, but B, that doesn't matter because there's nothing more affordable than NWA, and I won't pay for that because there's nothing about it that I like. They just had a 2-day pay-per-view, and I'm so glad I didn't spend a nickel on it. The matches were nothing. They were gymnasium matches, not pay-per-view matches. It's not... I feel bad. I want them to do well. I do. I just... And I feel they were doing well, you know, right before COVID. But, man, it just... never came back. They never came back. And I can't even watch them now for free. I just can't sit through it anymore. Sad. I find it sad. Almost as sad as the fact that I cannot find this friggin' entrance. Magic Man, I completely agree with you, buddy. They signed way too much talent, and now they don't have anywhere to showcase it. The same general... I don't even know what's on their roster anymore, but let's assume they've got over 100 names on their roster, which is probably a safe bet. You've only got 3 hours of regular television a week, which is good. You don't want to overdo it either. And that's not counting your dark and stuff like that a lot of people don't watch at all. When you've only got that much time, where are you going to put 100 people? Now, yeah, they're talking about the ROH, and that would help a lot. Okay, you're not getting a TV deal. Don't lose your lunch over it, man. It'll come in time. In the meantime, get them on the friggin' air. Use YouTube. Get rid of Dark and replace it with ROH and start, you know, putting them in some small venues with their own programming, with their, just like Impact is doing. Exactly the same thing. And then once you start getting a fan base on YouTube, then you're going to have something to promote, something to sell to the networks. But just parading a champion out with a belt for a organization that doesn't promote shows, that's not going to last too long. Those belts mean less every week. Well, Prime Time, there's a lot of questions on what the game is going to have in the way of, we know they're obviously not going to have anything with the NWO because that's all under contract to Vince and company. But the question is, will there be a creation suite that'll allow you to create them? And there have been some questions on that. And they haven't answered those questions very well. So, Mr. CQ, that's going to be Cole Quinn. MVP. Still looking for that entrance. I know it's here. Peyton Royce, R-Truth, Raquel, Reckoning. Sonya. Wait a minute. How could I have not found it through all of them? Oh, dumbass, I was in the wrong list. Well, that doesn't help any. All hail, that's going to be Sabin. That's Kenny Omega's. I'm going to check them out anyway, just because I haven't found what I'm looking for. AWF, how are you doing, buddy? Shane Taylor, I know the name. I've never seen the man wrestle. But I'm willing to bet if they added him, it's a good thing. Zack Ryder wrestling a midget on NW. Yeah. What? Like I said, I'm so glad I didn't spend a nickel on that hot mess. He's still not really cleared to wrestle, it looks like, from what even he said. Now, could that be a shoot or a work? I don't know. It seemed like he came back a little too soon for the damage he had done to be at 100%. Jobbing him to a dwarf? I don't get it. I just, like I said, I've lost touch with the NWA and their booking. It's just really not, none of it's working. It's just not working. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the share. For those of you just joining us, we've got a big thing coming up on Thursday. First off, if you were expecting to see the ODB interview today, unfortunately something last minute came up in her schedule. She wasn't able to make it. We're going to work on doing it another day. No harm, no foul. Definitely want to help her promote this book. I know she's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great book about everything that's gone on in her life to get her to where she's at. I've got a whole bunch of questions all lined up. We're going to have an amazing time when we're able to connect the dots. It'll happen. In the meantime, this Thursday, author John Crowther will be joining us right here live, and he is the man behind the Squared Circle comics, and I shared some of those with you guys a week or so ago. They're basically comic books that are based on wrestlers' lives and or stories. And the ones that I've currently read, I've got a few more that I haven't got to yet, but I read Nikolai Volkov's, which was a 3-part book, 3 comic books to make one. Amazing. Blown away, because the artwork is phenomenal, and it's just so much more to tell the story when you have these visuals. Going all the way back to his grandfather, and how what happened to his grandfather affected him, and how he made his way to the United States to be a professional wrestler. Awesome story. Awesome comic book. Then I went through Hacksaw Jim Duggan recently. I just read that one today. It was only chapter 2. There's a chapter 1. I'm not sure if there's a chapter 3. I got to go get chapter 1. I didn't see that for sale. Otherwise, I would have got it. But chapter 2 was really good as well. Again, the artwork, phenomenal. The storytelling is really, really sharp. Well, John will be joining us on Thursday to promote an upcoming book, a 365-page, I'm not sure if it's a novel or if it's a photo novel where it's going to have artwork. Either way, it is going to be the life, the times, and the path to the Hall of Fame for the Bushwhackers. And there's a really strong possibility that one or more Bushwhackers will be here as well for that stream. So join us this Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll get all the information you'll need on how you can get part of this Kickstarter program. Various rewards come with that. I'll let him explain all the details when he's on here Thursday with us. It's going to be a good time. You want some Bushwhacker action, this is where you're going to be. I am still trying to... I don't want to shrink the text down too much, otherwise you're never going to be able to see it, but I think that's where we'll settle right there. All right. In the meantime, still trying to find the stupid entrance. Shane Taylor used to wrestle ROH. He was a World Television Champion, part of ROH World Six-Man Tag Champions. Okay, that's probably why I know the name. Jesse Ventura brings back memories for me too, buddy. Yeah, I'm looking for Kurt Hawkins' entrance in WWE 2K22. I just don't remember what goofball name they assigned to it. Impact and NWA are sharing talent. I haven't seen a lot of it, though. I mean, who have they had in NWA? Like, because you can't really say they're sharing talent when it comes to Zack Ryder, my God. Matt Cardona, because he's a free agent. He goes wherever he wants. So, I can't count that. All right, I need to find this entrance. Drive me freaking crazy. The Austin Theory B team. Hawkins wasn't part of the B team now. Of course, at this point in time, I'll check everything that might be because I can't figure it out and I can't remember it. I thought the women's tag team match was a mess. I thought it was sloppy. I thought there was a lot of just bad communication during the match. Not worthy of main event status at all. I think the outcome was even worse. Raquel Gonzalez has some future to her. I love Aaliyah. She's cute as shit. But, man, I just don't see it happening in the ring. I could be wrong. I just don't know. But to not give it to Bayley and her team of, I think they're officially called Control. Is that right? It was a major flub. Major flub. Now, they may end up getting them over at the castle for all I know, which would be fine but then you really wasted a tournament. Oh my God, who remembers that phone? Wow. My old boss used to carry that damn thing around on a strap. Bayman's Finest. Beast from the East is Bam Bam. Barber Beefcake. Believer's Bow. Best Kept Secret. Who's that? Yeah, Taven and Bennett, that's true. Yeah, they've done a little NWA. I forgot about that. But even that's not enough. And all right, so NWA is getting those guys. What is Impact getting from NWA? I mean, the only thing they have really to negotiate with is Nick Aldis and Camille, and that's it. And Nick Aldis has done a little bit. Big Hoot? Who the hell is Big Hoot? No, not who I'm looking for. Big Texan definitely won't be it, but I got to check everything at this point. We are looking for the entrance for Kurt Hawkins with the walking stick. Oh, check it out. I forgot about that. The old Hanson Black Sun? Bloody Scorpion. My goodness, who are these people? Not the one I'm looking for. Bloody Scorpion. I'm sure that's not it either. Dookie! We're doing good, buddy. We're just trying to remember which entrance or what named entrance belongs to Kurt Hawkins. Oh, this is an angry Sting, I guess. Bobby Lashley. Book him? Who's Book him? Is this Dennis Stamp's entrance? No. Almost looked like Cena for a second. I have no idea who that is. Break the Walls. We know who that is. Brian Kendrick. Bubbly personality. That's going to be, what's her name? Bulgarian Brute. Business Suit. Captain Charisma. That's Christian. Caribbean. Cave Woman. Cedric. Cesaro. Chainsaw Charlie? Is that Chainsaw Charlie? I didn't realize. Yeah, it is. Charm City? I thought it'd be interesting. Yeah, the Motor City Machine Guns in the AWA, but they're not in AEW. I'm sorry, AWA. Did I just say that? AEW. They're not really in there. They're just there for the match. I mean, they're still under contract, I'm sure, to Impact. Sure hope so, man. I don't want to see them lose those guys. As it is, the Good Brothers contract is up. And nobody's 100% saying what's going to happen with them. Hate to see him go back overseas. Corvus and Noxious. I'd be amazed if that's him. Got a lot of baseball bat entrances in this thing. Corvus Iconicus. Oh, God. Corvus Iconicus. I guess Corvus is some sort of a scorpion. So there's two different baseball bat entrances. Crimson Rebellion. What's this going to be? Nope. Cyber Glow, I'm sure, will not be it. Defeated? That's not a nice name. But that's it. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm starting to go a little crazy. Now, I need a different music. I wish I had taken notes of my PS4, because I had written a lot of the music down as to what went with which entrance. Back when the game kept crashing and deleting your save files, and I wanted to at least save some time by already knowing where everything was. What would be a good one that sounds kind of like the Money in the Bank, huh? No. Something that sounds a little bit like the Bullet Club theme. Ooh, I like that. I'm taking it. I've done very basic setups right now because, again, you have to rebuild the whole damn thing when you go to the PS5. There's no way of transferring your data. What you can do, if you have some created wrestlers on your PS4 that you like, put them on Community Creation. Then when you get on your PS5, you re-download them. But I'm telling you what, I spent 2 days just downloading. It takes time, man, to go through and look for the best one of the different stars that you're looking for, and wasn't easy. Prime Time, thanks for looking that up for me. I appreciate you, buddy. Infrared TV, what's happening with you, buddy? We're just hitting around, BSing a little bit. Talking about what's going to be coming up. Matter of fact, I got something for you guys to take a look at.
Whoa! Yeah! Oh, natural disasters! Oh, what a disaster it's gonna be at SummerSlam in front of millions and millions of pay-per-view people gathered with.
Whoa, g'day mateys. WWE and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer here, Bushwhacker Luke. Butcher and me have put a little story together about two boys from down under, a country of 3 million people who made it to the big time in professional wrestling and finally got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
The Bushwhackers stomped their way around the globe to legendary 50-year careers in professional wrestling. Now their life stories are available in this 365-page autobiography as told by the Bushwhackers and their mate, writer John Crowther. Learn of the Bushwhackers' early childhoods in New Zealand and how they eventually followed their individual paths to the world of professional wrestling. Follow the fun-filled and action-packed tale of how the future WWE and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famers learned the ropes and fought their way over, under, and through over 17,000 matches to the top of sports entertainment. Choose from a PDF edition, standard Bushwhackers edition of the book, or a rare Sheep Herders edition. And Luke and Butch have each autographed a limited number of book plates that can be added to any physical edition of the book you choose. Or select from the few trading cards they have signed exclusively for Kickstarter. Act now to lock in your Bushwhacker autographs and limited edition autobiographies.
Come aboard! Join Luke and myself and march with us through those beautiful 50-plus years. So grab a book and let some of our times rub off on you. Whoa! Yay! Enjoy, mateys!
Wrestling fans, join us this Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Nation Network. We've got the man behind the books. Author John Crowther will be joining us live in studio this Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to promote his new book featuring the Bushwhackers. That's right. Be here. He might even be bringing a couple of friends. Right here live on the Nation Network. So there we have it. John Crowther going to be here with us on Thursday, 7 o'clock p.m. We are hoping to have one or both of the Bushwhackers as well, so it's going to be a great stream. Yep, the Bushwhackers are indeed the sheep herders. As a matter of fact, depending on which option you decide to go with, if you get one of these books coming out for the Bushwhackers, there's a digital version, there's a standard version, and then there's a deluxe version. And the deluxe version is referred to as the Sheep Herder Edition, and he'll explain all the cool stuff that you can get, depending on which package you decide, if you decide to get. But this thing is really, really looking cool. I've got mine ordered. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's going to be great. And he's a cool dude, too. It was real easy talking to him last week. D-Train, what's happening? Yeah, I missed that one. ODB has to reschedule. Something came up last minute, so we're working on rescheduling that event. Don't have a date yet. But, of course, as soon as I do... And it's like in my mind, I knew, like when we set the time yesterday, I just had this feeling in my mind. But you got to promote it. What are you going to do? Things happen. And I'm hoping it's nothing major. I think she's okay. Sounded like okay in the text. But I'll reach out to her in a few days. Got another guest coming up, hopefully this weekend. I'm hoping to do that this weekend, but again, until I have commitments being made, I don't want to advertise anything out front. But this is a guest who's just handmade. Perfect made for this network. Yeah, I heard about Gorbachev earlier this afternoon, Purist. Love him or hate him or whatever. I mean, he did work hand in hand with Reagan to bring around the end of the Cold War. And nobody can ignore his historical importance, better or worse. And then he passed away today. So, yeah, Mikhail Gorbachev passed away. I forget how old he was. D-Train, honest to God, one of the questions, if they're able to join us on stream, one of the questions is going to be, do you guys still watch wrestling? Are you familiar with any of the current day product? And if they say yes, do you think in today's culture and where we're at, what part of your act, could have made it? You can't lick kids in a COVID world. They frown on that sort of thing. But what does that say about the way things used to be? I mean, we could just have fun, and nobody was losing their minds over stupid stuff. I mean, would I want my kids getting licked by a wrestler? No. But I get the ones that were okay with it. And who knows? Maybe those were all plants. Maybe those were all kids that were relatives or something. I don't know. Seems like a unlikely scenario, but if we're talking prime time about the Bushwhackers, well, of course they did their WWF run. Everyone knows that. And that was towards the end of their careers. They first came here that I'm aware of to the United States by going to Florida Wrestling. So I was here when they were the Sheep Herders, and they came in and invaded Florida Championship Wrestling. From there, they ended up going to the NWA. I don't recall them in the AWA, but that doesn't mean much. I was sporadic when it came to the AWA. And look at this. I'm starting to have my signal issues again. Gosh dang it. I thought I had that all ironed out. Let me keep a close eye on this thing. Looks like we still have a good connection. I'm not getting any warning signs up there. 91. Good Lord. Wow. I figured he had to be in his 80s, but I didn't know he was that old. Well, there must be something in that borscht. Well, it sounds like the best stories are going to be in the book, so we'll see if they want to give a little bit away. Some teaser. But again, I am so impressed with the comic books that I've already bought from Squared Circle. Oh, yeah, let me show you the roster that I've got here. Now, it's a lot different than it was on the PS4 because I was holding on to AEW rosters just because the creations were really good, but I didn't see me doing anything with them because I'm just not feeling AEW. So I kept that on the PS4. The PS4 is now migrated to the bedroom, so now I've got one in every room of the house pretty much. I got the original PS4 in the living room, I got the PS4 Pro in the bedroom, and now the PS5 here in the studio. So all good. Sony ought to be giving me a little something because I'm loyal to that brand. So we got Alex Shelley, Ace Austin. This was the one that I wanted to download, but didn't have any slots available for the artwork. But hold on a minute. Not entrance. I was going to get in there and we could take a look. Edit custom superstar. There we go. Yeah, they had so many different images that, and I don't know how many it was officially, but it was just too many for me. As many things as I deleted to try and make room to fit them in. So I ended up making my own Ace Austin, which came out pretty damn good, I think, and only used 3 logos on it. And that's still up. So if you're having the same problem I am, or was, but now that I, like I said, deleted all that I deleted, I'm able to get everyone I want. And man, this guy did some amazing work. The tights, he's got everything there. He's put in the color schemes. The face, I mean, that is just so spot on. Even got the earring to work. Was that an option? Must have been. Yeah, it is. Okay, I didn't realize that. But yeah, I tell you what. Detail, detail, detail. It is so well done. Yeah, I decided what's the point in leaving it in a box and see what it's all about. And like I said, this is the only PS5 game I have. Everything else is still PS4. And I'm not running a 4K monitor or anything like that, so I don't know if there's really that big a difference. Load time's a little faster, but not substantially. Beer City Bruiser, I thought it looked a little bit better, and there was really only one to choose from. Let me see something, though. I'm going to end up redoing it. I think I'm going to do him and Malonis myself, because they're pretty easy builds. It won't be that hard. What I wanted to see is, did he use a face texture? And I don't think so. So in that case, I don't need this one at all then. Because I want to be able to upload mine. They did have really good matches with the Fantastics here in Florida. I tell you what, that was a good heated feud that lasted, oh, goodness, seemed like 5 or 6 months at least. Oh, and on the magazine front, as you guys know, we've been doing this Pro Wrestling Insider Relive and Remember series, and it's going to keep going because, A, you guys really seem to like it. I like it. And I made the mistake, talk about falling down the rabbit hole. Went into the closet yesterday, came out of the closet. Not that I'm gay or anything like that, you know. Came out of the closet with these boxes, more boxes than I imagined that I had. And I can't tell you how many friggin' PWI and Pro Wrestler and WWF magazines, WCW magazines. I was like, dang, come on, this is a friggin' library in here. So now I'm trying to do is get a few better boxes. These boxes are old and tired. And organize them by dates, by brand, make it a little bit easier to get through. But as I'm flipping through these things, I am finding stuff I had long ago forgotten that I had, and I'll probably be bringing some of them. We'll do a special day where it's going to be the oddities, where they had just the one-offs. They had the WWF Spotlight Series, which was a magazine that focused on just one performer. There was one for Brian Pillman, one for Hulk Hogan, Mr. Perfect, and a few others, and I'm pulling them out, forgot all about those. I found something I thought was going to be a gold mine. Turns out, not so much. For those of you old enough to know, back in '77 when Star Wars came out, first launched, if you went to see the movie, they had a program. It was a rectangular photo album, for the lack of a better word. I think it was about 7 or 8 pages in it. And they had some shots from the movie, some written dialogue regarding, what it took to make the movie or what have you. And I've had that thing forever. And totally forgot it was in there. And I'm like, man, this thing might be worth some coin. And the fact that I didn't know it was there means it's time to sell it. Go on eBay, figure nobody's going to have this. Nobody's going to have this. Damn, everybody and their mother has it. And it's only selling for like $20. I'm like, well, I'm not selling my memories for $20. I'll keep it. But I'll show it to you guys just to share it with you because it is such a part of realistic history. I mean, however you want to look at it, it's Star Wars. It's actually from '77. This is the Britt Baker I have here, which is different than the one I originally had. And I feel like I want to work on that eyebrow. I don't like that position. So let's go ahead and go to our face and deformation. Go to region. Wow. I thought for sure I was going to see this thing all tweaked up or something, but this might not be as easy as I first thought. Well, it's at least a little less obnoxious. She had this rock-looking thing going on with her eyebrow that wasn't sitting well with me. But at least we kind of brought it down a notch or so. Dinty Moore. That's a good name. I'm glad they went with Beer City Brawler. Or Bruiser, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I agree, Primetime. I love that Ace Austin. And even this, I mean, again, now I've had time to look over a bunch of different ones that weren't available when I downloaded the ones I did. And in many cases, I still kept the ones that I had the last time, downloaded the same work by the same person. And I do have to say, my other Britt Baker is probably more complete than this one. She's got that Pittsburgh jacket, and I love that jacket. This one doesn't. It has the Pittsburgh look to it with the black and gold, but she doesn't have the real jacket, which the other one had. And I could probably find out which one it is, and I can just upload that and then just take the attire. That's a possibility, I suppose. D-Train, you knew what? That I was going to open it? Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of knew it, too. I was just honestly being lazy. Because to do that, I got to pull the table out here and the desk, and I got to get behind there, and there's all these wires running around. Then I got to try and trace them carefully, because if I unhook the wrong thing, I'm screwed. It took a little while to put it together, but I knew what I was doing because it was coming from scratch. I haven't touched this setup in a couple of years. I keep thinking if I ever relocate at some point in time and I toy with the possibility, I would have to label each wire before I disconnect it. Get some tape on it or something like that, and literally just, this goes here. PWI Weekly, I never did get that. And I know some people, I think Blaze maybe had one of those the other day on the stream that we did. And I think he held that up. If not, it was something very similar to it. We got a Bandito that just came up. What else I got in here? It's new. That's the same Brian Danielson, I'm pretty sure. Same Brian Pillman Jr. is using. Brock Anderson, just added him. There's a new Chelsea with the Tag Team Championship outfit on. Could not find one yet for Thunder Rosa. For the Virtuosa. This is the original Jericho that I downloaded. It's still the best one out there, and hands down. Nobody's touching that. But I had to complete, oh yes, I had to complete the Rey Mysterio again to unlock stuff. Another 2 hours of my life that I can't get back. I skipped all the video scenes, all the cutscenes. Picked up a Christopher Daniels, figuring I can use him in numerous, you know, I can use him in AEW, I can use him in ROH, and even have him maybe do something in Impact. Cody Deaner, did some work on him, but somebody else's download. Or upload, however we want to look at that. Dalton Castle, I don't know a lot about him, but I know he's a big deal in ROH. Got Eric Young there. I got Eddie. This one came with the thumbnail, and for now I'm leaving it there. It doesn't hurt to have it. And it's actually really good. Eddie Edwards. Let me go in here and put... I never put the posters on the wall, man. I didn't want to take them out of the magazine. I felt like it was going to hurt the magazine. I just liked the fact that they were all there and intact. There were a couple that I did. Rare, very rare. Like the Rock and Roll Express had one that I took out and I used. And it wasn't even in my bedroom. Where the hell did I put those up? Maybe in the garage or something. I don't remember. And there was one for the Legion of Doom. But other than those two, I left everything in the magazines. Yes, coming out of the closet as I'm getting caught up on the comments. Very good. See, I knew one of you was going to say that, so that's why I beat you to the punch. Vexed only attires. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to go check for that in just a minute. Good call, buddy. I'm guessing I'll find it under VXT. That makes sense. NWA Mid-Atlantic was great stuff. NWA, anything NWA was generally solid. Pro Power Hour, yep. I watched all that shit. All right, let me hit this up real quick, then we're going to go check out for some Vexed. What I think I'll do is keep this as an alternate attire. That's his Japanese shirt, I think. It's a cool look. I don't know why we need two of them, since he has no difference between his entrance. Now, there is one thing that this beard, a lot of people use this beard because it really is the only one that fits for a lot of characters. But then you have that scraggly stuff going down the neck, which just bugs the crap out of me because they don't have that. You know, he shaves his beard better. It's better kept. So we're going to go here to edit attire. We're going to go to appearance, hair and facial parts. Going to go to hair in general. We're going to go to hair dye. And go to the color scheme here. Generally somewhere right around there. And then right around there, maybe. We'll see if that works. It's a little bit dark. We can go lighter. Let's see if that works better. Still need to flesh it out a little more. It's still like almost an orange. We're getting there. We're getting there. Girlfriend's got her new cat. It's not that new anymore, a couple months old, but I get so many pictures and videos. This cat, I'm not a cat person, I'm a dog person. I have a cat. That's a whole other story. But this cat is like a damn good looking cat. Apparently it's an expensive breed. I'm not a cat person, so I don't know. It's got a hell of a personality. Look at your backpack. Oh, I got you. Oopsie. Don't get too close now. Don't get too close to the action. It's tough to get the color scheme quite right. Oh, that's looking a little bit better. Still need to take a little more out of that. Oh, that's feeling better. Yeah, I'm liking this. There we go. Anyway, that cleans it up a little bit better. I think we can go even a little bit more because it's still way down. And again, he keeps it much more. It might not let us get all the way up there. Oh, no, we're getting there. You just got to angle the camera a little bit. And at the end of the day, it is a beard, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Trying to remember who the other one was that had that same beard. Oh, Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal had the same beard, and I had to do the same basic thing to clean it up a little bit. And you got to also remember, you're going to be seeing it from a distance. It's not going to be super close up. Let's see what that does. We're having more technical issues. Mother puss bucket. There's another option I have that I can deal with, but let me check something here real quick. When I run my speed test, like right now, let's see what this thing comes in at. I mean, I've got amazing internet. That's what's pissing me off. But you wouldn't know it right this minute. Here it goes. Yeah, now it's dropping near 60 and 70 on the download megabytes. We're just over 100. Now we're dropping up to 150, 160, 178. And that's, yeah, I'm always near 200. I've been over 200. So the download, which is the one you really care about the most, is 185 megabytes, which is, yeah, it's really good. It's solid. Shouldn't be having problems. And yet I got this error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Well, the problem is the computer is not dealing with, yeah, the upload megabytes sucks at 2.38. That should be near 10. So now if I change my server, which is what I did yesterday, that seemed to work, but I just don't get why it's happening. If I get on my iPhone, everything is great. I mean, rocket numbers. All right, so now I just switched to another server. See if that makes a difference or not. It's breaking 100, but it's not as good as the last one. What I can do is literally handpick my server and use the Google. I hate to give Google all this control. But that's the same thing we do with the PlayStation. If you've ever had problems streaming on PlayStation, that's what you do, is you go and reset your PSN stuff when it comes to your internet. And there's that 8888 and then 8844 option. Some of you will be aware of what I'm talking about. Wrestling was wrestling back in the day. Yes, it was. But wrestling was entertainment back in the day, too. We just didn't know that's what it was. Now they're a little bit more upfront and honest about it. Why is it all of a sudden jumping around like that? See, like on that server, it was a download of 50. So the real trick is, how do we get it to the server that doesn't suck? And there's a setting. I was actually working on this a little bit yesterday with some YouTube videos, but I didn't want to make changes. Just figured it seemed like it was fixed, when clearly it's not entirely fixed. I don't know if I can remember everything right now off the top of my head. I know I got to get the control panel. And then what was it under? Over here somewhere. Internet options. No, it wasn't that, I guess. Let's see. Admin tools, credential, devices. Remote desktop connections, power. I feel like it should have been under internet options, but it's not. Programs and features, no. System? Network and sharing, that's it, I think, yes. There we go. Alright, from here, what do we do? Set up a new connection. And it's hooked up to the right one. I mean, to the router. I just don't get it. So let me try this out and see what happens. That wasn't supposed to happen. No, someone else made Eddie Edwards. I'm just going to tweak him up a little bit. Like I said, I don't like the beard being all scraggly down his neck. Well, here's the thing, Primetime, my signal is strong. It's like right now, I'll pull it up on my iPhone. All right, and that, yeah, look at this thing. It's a monster. We're at almost 200. 273. I mean, it's definitely not my signal. 275. It's insane. And then that's on the download side, 275. I mean, I pay good money for good internet, you know what I'm saying? It's the computer that's having the issue. Although I got to say, the upload, not so impressive at 296. That's 2.96. Again, that's normally near the 8 or 9 mark. But the computer has to be on Wi-Fi because it's the way it is in the house and where it's located. There's no option. I thought about it. I tried having them come out and see if they couldn't run it through the walls, and there's just no way. I mean, they'd have to really go through the attic and come through. It would have been a hot mess. But it's pissing me off. I thought I had this thing fixed. All right, I'm going to have to figure out how I did this yesterday because now I don't remember. Oh, wait, perhaps. Perhaps. This is looking familiar. Properties. Network. Yeah, that was right. And then properties on that, maybe. There we go. Obtain an IP address automatically. Use one of the following IP addresses. All right, I'm going to try. I don't know if this is going to affect the stream or not. We'll see. Oh, mercy. Let's cancel that. The DNS server, I think, is what we're looking for. And we're setting up for the Google account. Here we go. See if that made a difference. Doesn't look like it, no. Oh, well, this is a reason why I pay to have Best Buy Geek Squad on hand. I'm going to have to figure out how I can get a hold of them tomorrow afternoon and have them do the troubleshooting. It's not the PlayStation, buddy, because I'm not streaming through PlayStation. And it's been going on since before the PS5 was even in the house, so it would have been, like I said, it has nothing to do with PlayStation. It's definitely the computer, just not, it's not grabbing the strongest available signal for some reason. I don't know why that is. But I'm going to have the experts take a look at it now, because I've done all the troubleshooting I can, and I thought I had it beat. But the odd thing is, even on the computer itself, if I go to speed test, depending which server it pulls from, but it's just, you know, they're rocket numbers, a lot of them. I guess I call Bright House. They're 24 hours pretty much. Keep saying Bright House. Spectrum. Used to be Bright House back in the day. So I'm going to run the speed test now. We're still running over 100. 150, 140, 165, 75, 85. Topped out at 183 on the download. The upload starts out pretty good and then it dips. But we're in the realm of 3.7. Oh, it jumped to 4 at the end there, but 3.74, which is all right. It's not phenomenal, but it's okay. And that's coming from Tampa Bay, which is a good distance from here. None of this is having an effect right now, so I'll have to get on the horn with these guys and let them do their thing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. But again, from their standpoint, they're getting me a signal. My phone's got it. My tablets have got it. The computer, for some reason, even though it shows that it was receiving it, man, there was a day where I'd be able to fix this thing myself. There was a day. Stuff changes so quickly in the world of computers. All right, let's get back up here. So now that I've done all that fixing up of the beard, see the difference here, how that one just popped off? I just feel like that's better. Copy a tire, and then I'm going to bring it over here. Bam. And then this one we'll just get rid of because we don't need it. Well, prime time, I did the same thing. Like I said, I'm paying a decent dollar for the internet I've got right now, and it's working on every device except this one. Can't figure it out for the life of me. It's pissing me off. All right, hopefully this will be, it is. Somewhere down here we've got an Honor No More logo. Grab that real quick. There we are. Excellent. And we're just going to change these up a little bit to another color. And there we have it. And that takes care of Eddie Edwards. My computer, again, I've got the Best Buy Geek Squad plan, so they install the stuff that keeps it clean daily. It defrags every day. It's got all this background cleaning going on all the time. I haven't had a problem with it until the last, week or two? Tops? I'm not doing anything different. Like I said, 2 weeks ago, I still had the PS4 up until this weekend. I had the PS4 going, so nothing changed there, but the signal quality, I didn't realize in parts, like when I was doing the original episodes of Inside the Creator's Studio with Dre and the other guys, I was capturing it on OBS and then editing it and then putting it out to you guys. And there were some times, like with Dre's, in the very beginning, there's a little bit of glitch and lag. But only for the first minute or two, and then it kind of went away and everything was fine after that. But then as I did the next one and the next one, all of a sudden, not so much going away. It was kind of jerky throughout and kept on freezing up. The audio would work, but the video kept on locking, and I just thought it was because we were recording screen capture footage, maybe. I couldn't figure out why, but I'd done that before. That's how I make my cutscenes when we do a show. And then I noticed in the last few with StreamYard that the guest, no problem. But my camera kept on stuttering. And even my audio got a little garbled up a couple of times. So that's when I realized it's got to be something on my computer. If every other device I have is working and showing rocket numbers, there's something ain't playing right. Somebody ain't playing well with others. That's what we're kind of looking at right now. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right, well, there's that. So we finally managed to get Ace Austin's entrance figured out, and we cleaned up Eddie Kingston, trimmed his beard up so he looks more presentable. Oh, I was going to pick up that Vexed outfit. Hold that thought a moment. Lest I forget. Go here. Really? Well, that didn't happen. Let's try. Normally I go for the most downloaded, but I would think it might be easier to find it in the more recents. Well, it's only 3 pages anyway, so. Oh, here we go. Who's this one? Rowdy Machine TV. Did she not have a one piece? I'm going to trust that this is accurate. Put a lot of time in. Oh, wait a minute. Why does it show I already have it? I'm so confused. Hold that. Hold my beer. Maybe I downloaded it previously? Oh, now you got me all confused. Oh, this thing is pissing me off. Oh, okay. I guess I already did grab it. That's why it comes with the thumbnail. Aha. I don't know why I did not remember that. Well, you know what? Let me see if I can get a Chelsea thumbnail while we're at it, just so they match on screen. Well, there's some of the attire probably that we were talking about earlier. Let me see what this looks like. Ooh. Multiple outfits. Who's that? SmackDown Killer. I'll throw him up there. Might come back to that. That's Dre. And Rowdy Machine. Boy, those two look so much the same. Well, one's going over the other shoulder is what it is. Decisions. Yeah, those look really, really good, infrared. I tagged them there, so it's in my creators list now. But I thought, oh, I didn't do it. Oh, my bad. Images, that's why. Problem is, if I take those, then I've got the issue of... I love Chelsea Green. God, she's gorgeous. Using more images and logos. Then I'm trying to be as conscious as I can about that in the beginning this time as I'm loading all these things in. Of course. Crappy internet. Makes no sense in why. Actually, let me check something. Yeah, I already set this one up on the Google, so that one's set. Rolling my beverage? When I think of rolling something, I don't think of beverage. The hell is that? That's friggin' scary looking. Alright, get rid of that. Go there. Alright. Well, maybe I'd already downloaded it after all. Yep, it's already there. For those of you that joined late, just to recap everything going on right now on the channel, we had an interview set up today with OBD. We have to reschedule that hopefully sometime in the next few days or early next week. Something popped up on our schedule at the last minute. Unavoidable. Believe everything is fine. It's just that we have to push the interview. In the meantime, this Thursday, we have got author John Crowther coming to join us. If you're not familiar with his work, he is the guy behind Squared Circle Comics, and they take different superstars and legends of wrestling and take their stories and convert it to a comic book, and it's done really, really well. I've gone through the story of Nikolai Volkov, which is a 3 comic book set from A to Z, and it is really, really well done, and also started going through Hacksaw Jim Duggan today a little bit. I've got the Killer Bees. I've got all 3 issues of theirs to go through, and that'll be over the next day or so, hopefully before I do the interview. I'm trying to get as much of that read prior to meeting. He is currently working on a book, 365 pages worth, that is going to tell the story of the Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch, and their road to the Hall of Fame. And he is going to have one or both of them on with us on Thursday, depending on schedules again. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is going to be a lot of fun as we get to see what's going on in the world of the Bushwhackers nowadays, because it's been a minute, hasn't it? Take a look at this real quick.
Whoa! Yeah! Oh, natural disasters! Oh, what a disaster it's gonna be at SummerSlam in front of millions and millions of pain from you people, Cousin Luke!
Whoa, g'day mateys. WWE and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer here, Bushwhacker Luke. Butch and me have put a little story together about 2 boys from down under, a country of 3 million people who made it to the big time in professional wrestling and finally got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
The Bushwhackers stomped their way around the globe to legendary 50-year careers in professional wrestling. Now their life stories are available in this 365-page autobiography as told by the Bushwhackers and their mate, writer John Crowther. Learn of the Bushwhackers' early childhoods in New Zealand and how they eventually followed their individual paths to the world of professional wrestling. Follow the fun-filled and action-packed tale of how the future WWE and Pro Wrestling Hall of Famers learned the ropes and fought their way over, under, and through over 17,000 matches to the top of sports entertainment. Choose from a PDF edition, standard Bushwhackers edition of the book, or a rare Sheepherders edition. And Luke and Butch have each autographed a limited number of book plates that can be added to any physical edition of the book you choose. or select from the few trading cards they have signed exclusively for Kickstarter. Act now to lock in your Bushwhacker autographs and limited edition autobiographies.
Come aboard! Join Luke and myself and march with us through those beautiful 50-plus years. So grab a book and let some of our times rub up on you. Whoa! Yay! Enjoy, mateys!
Wrestling fans, join us this Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Nation Network. We've got the man behind the books. Author John Crowther will be joining us live in studio this Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to promote his new book featuring the Bushwhackers. That's right. Be here. He might even be bringing a couple of friends. Right here live on the Nation Network. So there you have it. This Thursday, make sure you join us right here on the Nation Network. It's going to be a great time. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The man, the myth, the legend, the author, John Crowther will be joining us. Along with some, I'm not going to promise you're going to get licked or anything like that, but you never know. You get too close to the action sometimes, right? All right, let's see how this turned out. That does look pretty good, doesn't it? Bam. And we'll go with SummerSlam with that. That's pretty sharp. Uh-oh, what's going on here?
One of the best competitors in the women's
Oh,
division.
snap. I forgot to turn off the audio.
The following contest is a tag team
Liquid
match
Alternative.
scheduled for
Okay.
one fall.
Oh, I
Introducing
got you.
first, from Vancouver, British Columbia, Cho C. Green.
Gentlemen, this has all the makings of an all-time classic match, and I fully expect it to deliver.
The
on that
Tribal
promise.
Chief going down is a maybe. Oh, I don't know. It seems like the timing could be questionable.
She knows she deserves to be atop this division.
Because
and a win tonight will go
is
a
Drew
long way
healthy
towards
or
that.
not? It seems like Drew's not healthy, that they took him off all the house shows. He's been having back issues.
And her partner, from Hackensack, New Jersey, Deanna Huerta.
The thing about this game that kind of sucks is you don't get to really tweak the body styles.
They need to loosen up.
It's either this one or this one or this one or this one, but then you can't fine-tune them.
Horrible advice.
It's like she's a little bit bigger here probably than in real life, but you can't like take that
She
and
is
then just
ready for
shave a
this
little
big
off here
match,
and there to
and
make
she
it more
knows
accurate.
Everyone backstage will be watching her make an impact.
Listen, Tamina's not going to waste your time. She's just going to punch you in the mouth and fight you.
I don't know if I've ever listened to this commentary team or not.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
That is a scary human being.
Better when she was in Florida Championship Wrestling briefly, but she didn't want to take pictures.
time. And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalia!
A multi-time women's champion, a reality star, a third-generation superstar. What an incredible career for this young lady.
Could do without the stupid ears, but the rest of the costume is pretty good.
Tag team action underway. Truly one of the hallmarks.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I got to take the HUDs out, the audio out.
I have to say, these matches hold a special place in my heart.
Placed into the corner.
Oh my God, I got to get through all this crap. I might have to run a couple of cards in advance just to make sure all this stuff goes away.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Chelsea's hair looks amazing. They did a great job. I think this is Dre. It is Dre's work.
German suplex. Woo.
Elevates the shoulder.
Optimistic thinking on that pin attempt. Tamina gets out of harm's way. Ooh. Systematic attack on that arm.
Forearm smash.
Tamina with a forearm.
Oh, barbaric amount of stomps.
She's able to get out of the way.
Ooh. Tamina taking a page. Man, it's going to be annoying. So I think I can turn off all those props.
All measured up. Oh, drop kick to the spine.
Got to go into my options.
Double under. And able to beat Natalia to the punch.
Oh, the cutter.
Tag made. She's in. Oh, big boot. Reaches her partner. Tag.
Just in time.
Float over. DDT.
Oh, nice. DDT.
Big impact. Knee right to the gut. What grace.
Oh, went for another one, and this time she gets stopped.
Punch lands.
The reversal buttons and things like that, they pop up in black and white.
Reversal. Can she capitalize?
As opposed to the colors on PlayStation 4. I would normally see a green triangle. So it's a little tougher to see. You got to be looking for it for sure.
Trap the arm. Neck breaker.
So smooth.
Tamina now in defensive mode.
Everybody desperate for the tag.
Caught with a clothesline.
Uh-oh. What a takedown.
Attacking the arm. Oh, wow. Wasting no time at all. She got that cinched on.
Working on the arm. Natalia failing to offer
Referee
any
doing nothing.
resistance here.
I don't know if Natalia can withstand this.
Big boot.
Big impact. Snap mare.
Big boot. Oh.
In comes Tamina. Clothesline.
Eat it.
She's on unsteady legs in the corner. Needs to recover. Man, what an uppercut.
And now she finds herself only playing defense.
Yeah, she's being met with a roadblock every time. Cradle pile driver.
That might be it.
Tamina now is being sized up.
Has her set up for the finish. Too close to the ropes.
Down to the ground.
the ring.
I wonder if the
so
settings would
important.
change the buttons showing up in black and white or color. Ooh, snap.
Tamina hoping to start a rush of her own with that attack.
The Superman kick.
Oh, no, sells it like a
She's
champ.
losing some steam now. These two teams have gone to war, Cole. Of course they're going to wind up with a few battle scars.
Took off the hood of the announce table. Now there go the monitors.
Bad intentions in mind here.
Come on, Byron, get in front of me.
No. Oh, target
Action going on outside the ring.
These kicks and
What the hair? He's dropping the hair too.
placing them right where they want them, into the corner. Not where you want to be right now.
Absolutely.
This competitor now
On the middle rope. Looking for a suplex. Oh, look at the stall. 2.
Damn,
3,
Chelsea hanging her up
4.
there.
Okay.
My God!
Hard fall down.
Oh, geez, you might break a neck that way. 2.
Nice freeze frame right there.
Oh! She'll get sent out the hard way.
Tamina sidesteps that. Nice takedown.
she's enduring some damage.
Whack! Oh, God.
Able to evade.
Oh,
Taken down to the mat. Quick exchange of counters there. Jumping.
damn, Chelsea getting up there.
You can see her struggling to find her bearings.
Time to
Unpretty her.
Tamina's in crisis mode.
Hooks the leg. That's got to be it.
Win. 2 count. And there's still
Oh,
this.
you bitch.
Oh, get ready. She knows exactly what she's doing with this submission hold.
Too close to the ropes.
Got him turned over. The Boston Crab.
Is she gonna tap, 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 tap? It's over.
Didn't make it to the ropes. Sorry.
Big time win in this tag team match.
Your winners.
Here are your winners.
And teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, Clown, it's
It is
acting up
tag
again.
team
I thought I had it
victory.
fixed. I don't
These two
know.
looking like
I'm going to get a
force
hold
be
of
reckoned with in the
Spectrum,
women's
and
tag team division.
if they can't do it, then I got my friends over at Best Buy Geek Squad that I pay money to. And they'll have to come through for me because they're getting paid for it. So there we go. That was a good little match. I still got some work to do to get this thing up and running to the point where I would actually stream it, though. So far as PS or the WWE2K22 on the PS5, it still has some work to be done in universe mode and things like that. All right, guys. I'm not even sure if I'm still on right now. That red is kind of solid now, so I'm going to say it's as good a time as any to call it a night. I'm going to get on the phone real quick here and see if they can walk me through something quickly that might fix these issues, and if not, then it'll be Best Buy, but they won't answer the phone till tomorrow. Remember, Thursday, we're going to be right here with the Bushwhackers, hopefully, and John Crowther, who's going to... Crowther, I beg your pardon, who is going to... He's the author of the Squared Circle Comics, and he is working on a Bushwhackers 365-page book. It's going to be amazing, and you'll get all the information right here exclusively on the Nation Network. Between now and then, stay safe. I'll probably be on tomorrow to see if I've got these things fixed yet. In the meantime, I'll see you again ringside. Vince McSham saying so long and good night.